Have you ever looked in the mirror and asked yourself, why does this color make me look tired? And why does this color make me glow? It's not your imagination, it's your undertone. And today I'm going to show you 3 color comparisons to figure out your undertone once and for all. Figuring out my undertone changed my whole life. Back in 2015, 2016, when I was doing my image consulting courses, I found out about color analysis. And in my class, I was classified as cool undertone. It truly changed my life because I noticed that I had some things in my closet that I didn't have an idea why I didn't wear, or I would take off last minute before leaving and change it to something different. I had a sweater, and if you've seen my other videos, I always talk about this freaking sweater. I had a mustard sweater that I loved on the rack. I loved it. I bought it intentionally, and I also was on a tight budget growing up. I didn't grow up with money, so anything I bought was usually very intentional, and I tried to get as many uses out of each item. And I started kind of making a capsule wardrobe before I even knew it was a thing because I was in a small budget to begin with. But anyways, this sweater, I loved it, and I still love this color, but it just makes me look so sick. It was a mustard sweater color. And when I discovered skin undertones, and then I discovered that I was a cool undertone, it just was light bulb moment. I noticed not only the sweater, but also a yellow dress that I had bought that I loved how it fit. It fit perfectly. My body looked amazing, but then I just never ended up wearing because something was off. And that's literally what happens when you find your undertone. You just have all these light bulb moments of why you don't wear certain clothes that are in your closet, even though you love those clothes. So your undertone is basically like a cheat code to figuring out what looks best on you. And it's the first step to finding your color season, which will ultimately be the colors that flatter you most for your whole life. Just by figuring out your undertone, you can already eliminate a huge category of colors that don't flatter you. So let me show you the 3 best color comparisons that you can do to try to figure out your undertone at home. Gold versus silver. This is the one that I learned first in my color analysis practices. So you want to do all these color comparisons without makeup, with your hair pulled back and in front of a window of natural light, not direct sunlight in your face, but basically kind of how I am right now. And you want to make sure that the light reflects on your face. I find that these shiny ones are best. That's because they directly reflect the light on your face, and you can see what the light is doing to your face. So whichever one makes you glow and it looks more harmonious is the one that is for you. So if silver means cold and gold means warm. I'm not doing this correctly right now. You want it to reflect the light on your skin, but just to show you a little bit of color comparison on me. And I do have some makeup on right now. So again, if silver lights you up, you're probably cool toned. And if gold brings out all the warmth in your features and makes you look healthy, that means that you are warm undertone. If the gold makes you look sickly, then you're probably also not warm and more cool toned. And if you can't really tell, you might just be neutral, but I always believe that you lean towards one or the other. Second color comparison that is very effective is pink versus orange, or salmon versus pink. A magenta like this versus an orange like this is perfect to figure out your undertone. These colors are very telling, and it will depend on your depth. I would suggest you do both magenta versus orange and light pink versus salmon, because you'll be able to tell different things with each one. But I find sometimes that if you have deeper features, you are going to be able to tell more with the orange versus magenta. And if you have lighter features, you'll be able to tell more easily with the salmon versus pink, just because they will fit your color dimensions a little bit more, and you'll be able to just concentrate on the undertone. So again, if pink brightens and flatters your face and looks harmonious, you are probably cool toned. And if orange makes your face healthy and sun-kissed and looks harmonious with you, then you are warm toned. And the third color comparison that I find very helpful is a rust red or an orangey red versus a cool toned red or a purplish red. This is a very cool toned red. This can be an example for a cool undertone. And this would be a warm red, just so you see the comparison. So warm versus cool. And again, I'm not doing the draping properly because I would put my hair back, do it without makeup, and maybe do even like a white cloth on my hair. But it's just to show you the color comparisons and maybe you'll be able to see the difference. So the reds that look more earthy, rusty, more orangey are the ones that are going to be warm, and the reds that look more cherry, more purplish, those are the ones that are going to be cool. So again, the same as before, if the rusty reds make you look healthy, you're warm. And if the cool toned reds make you look glowy, then you are cool. If you're still not sure with these color comparisons, you might be neutral, and it might just be worth investing in a professional color analyst to make sure, because there's so many benefits to just understanding your undertones and knowing your color season. But you can keep doing these tests and try to show your friends and family and see and look at yourself in front of a mirror and see if you can tell which one looks best. Sometimes you can tell very easily, and sometimes it just takes a trained professional to see what the difference is. And once somebody tells you, you can't unsee it. Like once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. So I hope that these colors were helpful, and let me know in the comments, are you cool or are you warm? And how did you find out your undertone? And which one of these color comparisons do you think is more effective? If this helped you, please subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and keep watching my other videos. It helps with the algorithm and it supports this channel for me to be able to keep uploading videos like this to help you find your colors and look your best. Thank you for watching so far. See you on my next video. Ciao, ciao.